Taurus, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer this rose as a token of my love and appreciation for you all, because you guys are beautiful and amazing, and I love you all for supporting me and my channel. So thank you so much. So anyway, I'm going to be using the other, Vampire Tarot deck that I mentioned in the previous love reading. But this 5-card spread includes where the first card represents you. The second represents the other person. The third represents the relationship. The fourth represents the past. And the fifth represents the future. And then I'm going to draw a vampire oracle to see what kind of additional information I can offer you. But let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Oof, the 6 of Knives, the 6 of Swords. Interesting. You could be a man or woman, brunette, blonde, redhead, it doesn't matter in this situation. But what I see here, it's normally with the 6 of Swords, you see two people on this raft, heading off to a different location. So what I see here, hopefully it's not a divorce or a breakup from your side where you think, okay, I'm done with this person, it's over with. But in this situation, what I kind of get from this card is that, you probably already have found your loved one, and maybe you just got proposed to, or maybe you just got engaged, or maybe you just got married and you're off to your honeymoon. Or it could mean, that you're pretty much just so embarking on this love journey towards whoever is coming towards you or whoever you want to head towards. And so that's what I more or less see here. It's not really anything negative. So, and you could even have air in your star chart somewhere because, that's what the swords represent as air. So hopefully... So card number 2 is the other person. Oof, 8 of Scepters, 8 of Wands. Yeah, it looks like, the other person could be a fire sign. Well, fire and earth is quite a harmonious connection, like the logs in the fire, it's pretty much beautiful. But what I see here is somebody is really heading towards you quite fast. It's like maybe, you both are meeting each other like at a designated area or something. This could also be a man or a woman. It doesn't mean anything. Brunette, blonde, redhead. But, yeah, it just looks like the other person is really heading towards you quite fast. I don't know when. I don't know how. Time will tell. And so... yeah, that's what the other person is. And it could even be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Beautiful. Third is the relationship, the Magician. Oof. Something is manifesting between you two. Wow. The Magician is about pretty much just, it's not only about illusions, about just, all kinds of, magic, stuff like that, but it's pretty much also about manifesting and, manifesting and creating, a really deep, beautiful connection here. But that's kind of what I see is you guys are pretty much heading towards each other, traveling or, whatever it may be, but it looks like that you guys are heading towards each other and you guys are going to be creating something in the future. Hopefully in the near future. And if it's not even in the near future, hopefully it's still going on right now where, there's, a bit of magic and stuff like that in your life. Beautiful. Fourth card is the past. Ooh, 5 of Scepters. Normally with the 5 of Scepters, the 5 of Wands, in this card, you see this, this vampirus, facing this kind of, feline kind of creature. But, normally with the 5 of Scepters, it's a bit of a competition kind of card, because normally with the 5 of Wands, you see, 5 people, challenging each other with wands, and not any other, like, swords or other, means of, violence or something, because maybe, there was a bit of a competition between you and this other person, before your true love, or maybe, there's still a bit of competition, because, what happens is, a lot of humans, they like to, they love, the same people that other humans love. So, henceforth, in competition and stuff like that. So, there could have been, some competition, between you and another person for this true love. Maybe. But let's look at the future. Oof, the Devil. Okay, now this is actually getting interesting. Maybe you guys are getting a divorce of some kind because, the thing is, the Devil is a negative card, like we all know. And it's pretty much about, problems, It's like maybe, in the past, you guys have had problems with each other. Could be. And maybe you guys are on the are on, the verge of a divorce or breakup or whatever it is, because that's why, you're taking off, and the other, eight of, sorry, and the eight of scepters, person is also just taking off quite fast. But yeah, I mean, it kind of looks more like a bit of a divorce some kind. But if not, it actually looks like it's still a decent, still beautiful connection. Maybe, it's like the past, you had a Five of Wands, a fire person, and maybe in the future, you could have another earth sign, like maybe a Capricorn or something, maybe. But only you will know. I'm just your vampire guide. So I'm going to be finishing off with a vampire oracle and to see what other additional information I can offer you. Reason. Okay, listen to advice, think clearly, and intellect. Okay, and maybe you've already been through the process of listening to advice and thinking clearly and using your mind. So maybe that's what happened is you're pretty much hopefully are not on the verge of divorce. But if you are, you probably looked at the Five of Wands a moment in your life, and you probably thought, no, this isn't working. And, it can happen, where two people, they fall in love with each other, and then, like, maybe a few months or a year later or something, it just thinks, no, it's not working out. So it can happen, maybe, with the Magician, as a relationship, well, maybe things got a bit too chaotic, and maybe it was already a bit of a bumpy road. But anyway, it looks like that you pretty much, yeah, you listened to reason, advice, and you thought clearly, and maybe if there is a breakup or divorce, I'm sure, you did, well, you made the right decision. Well, Taurus, I'm going to leave it at that. If it resonated, please feel free to subscribe and join me on this vampire journey towards the future. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for, for supporting me. And in a few days, I'm going to go back to general reading. So I'm going to go back and forth between general and love. But please feel free to stick around for the New Orleans vampire story on why it scared me, like I mentioned a few days ago. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Mwah!